world's classiest bullshitter. And now, your host, the lady who wears the pants when she goes on rants, the trip with the wild hair flip, Jessie Milestone!
What's up, everybody?
It's 900 degrees in this apartment.
So if you really listen closely to this part, you'll find that it makes absolutely no sense. How the drum lines together are just...
I noticed that from the minute it was created. Just wanted to put that out there. I mean, I was in the other room. I think that was the night we had chicken parm that this funky beat was concocted.
It's very possible. That just got
I like how, some people have like food or scent memories.
Yes.
I had clearly food memories. Like, we had chicken parm that night.
That's funny. My face looks like crap because it's really hot, and I was doing dishes because I felt like it. Realistically, that's why I was doing dishes. We haven't done dishes and God knows how long before that.
4
And I was like,
days.
you know what I feel like doing today? I feel like making this pile in the sink not be here anymore. Mostly because, I may or may not have been getting that odor that dishes that have been sitting in the sink for too long get, etc. Anyway, too much information. Welcome to This Week Tonight. I'm me. This is Jeff.
And I'm me.
He's him, and this is Capri.
And we're going to celebrate with Capri Sun.
Woo!
Look how little they look in my hand.
Everything looks little in your hands.
It's true. Like 2 fingers is a normal Capri Sun. This is why I should play Andre the Giant, folks. I can just palm a Capri Sun. I almost said fist a Capri Sun, but fist and sun in one sentence just doesn't sound good.
That's terrible.
I know, right?
I'm so upset about your life right now.
Could you live it with me?
All right. Let's see. Let's fix this. Let's fix this thing. Okay, good. All right, we got people, and if you're joining us, press the like button because it's good for us, and it's good for you because what's good for us is what's good for you. So, Ramo Grey Wolf says even his penis looks small in his hands. That's the only thing that doesn't actually. I gotta say, then it just looks like a regular sized penis.
Thank you.
All right, we got Laura's stories here, Kakoshi's here, Kinky Pinkies, yay!
Hey,
Don,
Kinky Pinkies.
love the Kinky Pinkies. Don Juan Fontaine, Outlaw Artane. Shut up, Karen. The series on Tubi. Karen's Angels. Keep the Karens coming, guys. There's something about Karen. There's nothing about Karen.
There's something about her. She's a bitch.
She's a fucking bitch. So thank you, Emperor9. All you people, wonderful people who are here. The Price is Right review starts just our first super chat. Yo, sup, hilarious idea for you. You should do a meant to offend Karen style because you can be a Karen when you want to be. I hope you enjoyed Scrubs.
You should definitely do a Karen video.
It'll be like a Social Justice Wednesday video, but it'll be Social Justice Jesse's big sister Karen. Yeah, I could be Karen. I'll straighten my hair and shit. I think I have a straightener somewhere.
Oh my god.
I could turn this into a Karen look.
You could.
Especially if I mostly angle my head this way. Sleepless in Karen. Oh god.
Sleepless with Karen.
Karen in Seattle. I'm not going to go to
The People versus Karen Flint.
So tonight, we've done this once before. I did this with Dr. Stephen Prostitute a while ago. It was actually a really awesome stream. This one devolved into somebody paying $50 for Stephen to take his shirt off.
That won't work.
Dance. And dance.
I don't
And
dance.
it was exciting. And for that stream, it was really convenient because we had our black friend there at the beginning to help legitimize our wokeness. No, Ivan joined the stream.
Oh, suit guy?
Yeah, the fancy suit guy. Which is so funny.
We need to become friends with.
Because whenever he's not in the venue, I just think you guys will get along. I think you get a kick out of him. Because whenever he's not in the venue, he's just wearing like sweatpants and shit. It's hilarious. His 2 modes are super stylish, super everything matches, and sweats. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just making sure ass fuck is not stealing food. He's standing near food.
Yeah, he's looking right at it.
He's being a jackass. Pancake's eating it all because Jane Little is done. That's nice. It's hot here. A fistful of Karen. No. Oh, my ear is itchy. This is a great stream so far.
This is the greatest, most splendiferous, monumentous
right.
stream Ever.
So like I said, if you're
We
just
need
joining
cookies
us,
and milk for everybody.
if you're just joining us,
How are we looking at the same one?
dude, I'm with you all the way. This is what I say to him every morning when he finds a new way onto a new surface to knock new things off of a new shelf. Apocalypse Karen. Yep. Anyway.
I'm just reading the Karens. What have we done?
Oh, wonderful things.
Should I go through after? Should I have like a call with Tom and do the Karen book? Just like sit down for 2 hours and knock it out. Karen.
If you want to.
The book of Karen.
I'm not going to stop you. I'm also not going to buy it. I don't want to read the book of Karen.
Live with me.
It's true. All right.
12 years of Karen. Ah!
That's good.
Oh, I love it. So
I see your Princess Karen, and I will raise you the Karen bride. It's like a bridezilla, but worse because it's Karen.
50 Shades of Karen, 27 Karen dresses.
Oh my god.
I Heart Karen. Karen Heart Tuckabees.
Mm-hmm.
New Year's Karen.
Yeah. So basically what we need to do is figure out, so part of this all comes from looking at things like this incredible talent, Leslie Headland, is that her fucking name? Who's writing this new Star Wars show, and all the things she said about, wanting to get a woman of color on a writing team and making sure that, it's very woke, obviously, led me to realize that in order for Jeff and I to be successful in entertainment, we also need to work on our wokeness. So that's what we're here. We're here tonight to be super woke. All right. Are you ready to dive into wokeness?
Born ready.
Woke time, guys. All right. Price right review. Thank you for the super chat. Karen, let me speak to your manager. I am the manager. Another Karen. Imagine seeing that an unstoppable force meets an immovable object.
Dude, you do the first Karen. I'll do the second Karen.
Let me speak to your manager.
I am the manager.
Oh, you must have a supervisor then.
No, I'm the top Karen.
Ew, you don't deserve to be Karen.
There can be only one Karen.
Anyway, but
it's gonna get weird.
But then we can't. Okay, we're gonna read your super chats out of respect to you, but we're not gonna, derogatorily use the term Karen anymore because we're being woke.
You're my Karen.
That means...
What up, my Karen?
Something, Karen. That's how we're taking it back. We're gonna just use it like the N-word, since apparently it is. So I can say it. You can't. Something, Karen.
I can. I'm both.
A white woman and a black man?
Yes, let's sleep with you. I'm now you.
If Karen is the N-word for the white, you're not a white woman, Jeff.
I don't
Sorry.
want to be a white woman.
Then you can't say Karen.
Karen.
Beth Jagir says, we need a stream where we posting folk songs. I agree. We should do one of those sometime. I like doing those. Those are fun. We'll go back and forth with songs. It'll be great.
This was really a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for the super chat, Beth Jagir.
And it doesn't even say wiener yet.
That's later.
Wiener's later. Okay.
So, Karen, please. So that's what's up, basically. All right. So I'm taking back Karen because Karen. I'm a Karen. What can I say?
You're a Karen. You're a Karen. You're a Karen.
Karen.
You're a Karen. You're a Karen. You're a Karen. You're a Karen. You're a Karen.
Yep.
Oh, you're a Karen.
Yep, that's me. Anyway, hey. So effective immediately, I'm changing my name to Karen as a show of solidarity, and Jeff is changing his name to Safe Space.
No, there's no solidarity.
You're not doing a good job on this becoming woke thing, Jeff.
Oh, sorry. I thought you're
woke.
training me to be woke, though.
You have to try. I don't know how to be woke any more than you.
Rocky didn't catch the greased up chicken right away. I got to build to
I understand this, but I mean, this is the blind leading the blind here. I'm just assuming that.
What, you saw an angel in its truest form? Oh, you can't get mad over that.
All right. Halloween 4, The Return of the Karen. Thank you, Anthony Scioli. Thank you for the super chat.
I hate that movie parody came out on my birthday. Because the real Halloween 4 came out. That saddens me. I'm forever tied in with that shitty movie.
I'm so sorry for your life.
Yeah, thankfully you don't have, wait.
Raging Rhino says, what happened to Off Switch? Off Switch wasn't woke enough.
See, actually my powers just died.
There you go. Powers on my. Damn it.
It'd be hilarious if the internet cut out when I did that.
That'd be amazing. Oh, God.
They're like, yeah, it's back.
We had 16 people watching for a second. I don't think we can talk about that number anymore, though, because that
The sex number.
is offensive to asexuals, probably.
So I should not enjoy sex anymore.
Yeah, actually, the whole pure act of enjoying sex is really insensitive to asexuals. So we probably, I think, in order to safely have sex, we need to go find an asexual and get their permission for us to have sex with each other. And probably we should get it in writing.
I don't like this.
But Jeff, in order to protect our futures, we need to.
I thought I only needed your consent.
I'm pretty sure we need to make sure we're not offending anybody.
Well, I'm sure we offend the neighbors with the noise.
Oh, we definitely offend the neighbors. Definitely our downstairs neighbor. But our downstairs neighbor's a white man, so he doesn't count.
Well, we got a Karen across the hall.
No, we don't.
She's got the cute dog, but she's a Karen.
How do you know she's a Karen?
Fine, she's a Becky.
She might be a Becky. Don Juan Fontaine says, I'm a Karen. You're a Karen. He's a Karen. I started reading it like he's a dude, but clearly that we're going with a different song. I'm a Karen. You're a Karen. He's a Karen. She's a Karen. Wouldn't you like to be a Karen too? I was going with, I'm a Karen. He's a Karen. She's a Karen. We're all Karens. Guys, they brought back cherry vanilla Coke. I saw a billboard for it the other day, and they were like, look what we did, introducing for the first time. And I'm like, bitch, I remember the early 2000s when this was a thing.
I remember going to Frisch's before I moved and getting a cherry vanilla Coke.
There you go. Okay. But, yeah. Anyway, we're all Karens. Ben Riley
Spider-Man
says, I think the MSN manufacturers... I think the MSM manufactures controversy through the same marketing tactics you see in advertising to create artificial demand. Just my opinion. MSM?
Mainstream media.
I'm like, I just always see MSM, and it's a supplement.
Well,
for
our
for
spider
horses.
clone over here, Ben Riley.
Okay.
You know that story, right?
No.
So in the 70s, Spider-Man had a girlfriend named Gwen Stacy. Actually, in the 60s. Anyway, she got killed off in the 70s, and she had a teacher that loved her, so he cloned her. And then he cloned Spider-Man. And Spider-Man fought the clone and killed him in 1 issue or 2 issues, and it was just over. Then, 20 years later, they bring back the clone, and they have this whole saga where it turns out that the real Peter Parker that we've been following the whole time was the clone, and the original Peter Parker has come back. The claim is thrown. It's one of the worst stories in Spider-Man history. But the other clone had been living away, and he took the name Ben Riley for Uncle Ben, and Aunt May's maiden name was Riley. So there you go.
There you go.
That's the history of Ben Riley.
So, do you agree with the chat, with the super chat?
Yeah, I do, though. That's the thing. We're at a point, though, where if you agree with stuff like that, people like to lob the phrase conspiracy theorist at you. But all hype and demand is manufactured. Even something as benign as Nintendo, they manufacture demand for their consoles by limiting production.
Yeah.
They do that, then they jack up the value of their stuff.
Well, you have to make sure that you're relevant,
Well, but I mean, they do it when people are going to buy Nintendos, like PlayStation. They don't pull that shit, and they're the number one of almost every generation they're in. Only once were they vested by a Nintendo console. So, I mean, sometimes it doesn't work. But I do agree with Ben's comment, though, because we know news is a business. It's not like we would like it to be like Walter Cronkite, where it's, I'm going to report the news, and I'm going to be the face of trust.
Yep.
Or you're Peter Jennings, or you're, Mike Wallace, or somebody like that. We don't have that anymore. Anderson Cooper not only does the news, he's a spokesperson for this, or he's a talking head for that. These people are just like celebrities, so they treat news like you would treat a TV show. And TV shows aren't real.
Well, let's realistically, also, these news anchors, they literally are just the celebrity spokesperson for these things. They're not, they don't do the research,
No.
They're a news anchor, generally speaking. I suppose maybe some of them look for their own stories and stuff like that. But news anchors, they're literally just the celebrities of the news world. The TV personalities, people talking. Realistically, the way it's set up, you always have people behind the scenes doing the writing, and researching the stories and whatnot, and just somebody on the news presenting it. Did those people fall in line with the slant of the particular channel they represented? Probably. That's probably partly why they're picked and stuff like that. But it's the thing about manufacturing controversy. I actually think the news, one of the things that the mainstream media is guilty of that I think is even worse than manufacturing controversy is moving on from controversy. We talk about things like the 24-hour news cycle. And so there's a headline, and if it doesn't stick, if it's not holding people's attention, it's gone in a day.
Yeah.
And that's the reality. And the thing is that important, real news gets sucked up and spit out. You might grab a headline, it might be the big talk of the town even for a fucking day, and then it goes away. Things like, for example, a couple days ago, like earlier this week, even whenever it was, maybe it was last week, when Trump tweeted the liberate Minnesota, liberate Michigan, all those things, and the protests were happening, a like internet watchdog group, somebody that monitors, for certain phrases and whatnot on the internet, saw a market uptick in activity from people associated with like fringe militia groups and white supremacy groups and stuff like that. They saw a significant increase in the use. We were talking about this the other day. The whole how Electric Boogaloo now has become a code word, because it was always the joke. It's the joke to add as the sequel to everything. And then Civil War II Electric Boogaloo started becoming a thing on Reddit, and then, or not on Reddit, on 4chan, and then those fringe groups then adopted that. They're like, oh man, if we called the second Civil War Electric Boogaloo, no one would really make the connection. So Electric Boogaloo became a code word for it's time to go, fight the man and whatever. And so
for the true believers, Electric Boogaloo will always refer to Breaking 2 and a pure breakdancing classic brought to you by Canon Films.
Yes, but for the crazies on the internet. So now you're talking about, okay, maybe this is just talk, maybe these are just crazies on the internet, which is all fine and dandy, except that whatchamacallit, you're talking about, okay, some of these people may just exist on the internet. Some of these people are the people out there with guns waiting for what they think is their sign to go and blow people's heads off and whatnot. So, oh my God, some, independent internet watchdog has picked up this influx in words that they think are related to a violent insurrection, which obviously, we're not at risk of devolving into civil war or anything. But the reality is that if you know something like this is coming, you can do something to stop it so that people don't die in random, acts of violence and whatnot. And that was like really big, for half a day even, and then it was gone. Like, there's one article I read about it. I was like, oh my God. And then if you looked, you found a whole bunch more, and then it was just gone. People just stopped talking about it. I'm like, that's real serious information. That's like, maybe we should follow this thread a little bit. Nope. Let's talk about who's disagreeing about the stimulus package today, and who's reopening their economy, and who's keeping it shut down today. It's like, really, guys? Okay, I guess that didn't interest people, and that didn't sell. So let's bypass legitimate news in order to, chase the next controversy or manufacture it, as Ben Riley points out. And I don't think it's conspiratorial to say at all, but like, that's the product. And like, you can even look at certain channels who will not be named, who rather than wait or hunt or work to find real stories and real content, people in internet and media reporting all the time do the same thing. People on YouTube, people we know, even some people we like, will fish for stories if none become abundantly available. How many people in the Fandom Menace have been caught, jumping on tweet a rumor of this or that and blew it up into this crazy video of, oh my God, what if this happens? And then like 3 hours later, you find out there's absolutely no validity to it.
You mean like Kathleen Kennedy was getting fired in September?
Yeah.
2 years ago?
Stuff like that, right?
I remember being at the gym going, oh, she just got renewed. Let me go home and do a live stream on this one, because the news had broke. Yeah. It was like one time I skipped showering. Oh. And I was just like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. I need to tell this story. Because we never, on World Class Bullshitters, we never once said she was getting fired. Go back, watch everything I've ever produced. Everybody, that'd be great. But no, I've never, I never did that one. So
believe you. I don't think I ever made a video on her getting fired. I might have made a video. I might have talked about the speculation. I might have looked into the whatever it was. I don't know if I took a hard stance on it or not. Let's see. I, unlike you, have not made 8,000 Kathleen Kennedy videos. I've only made like 5, apparently.
I think I've made about 5.
I made one when we found out that she was not getting fired. So there we go.
I came running home from the gym.
There you go. I made one about her not being fired. So there. This one is still my proudest video that not enough people watched. This exclusive blah, blah, blah. This was the one, this little 4-minute video from back in June 25th, 2018, where I was the first person to say Jon Favreau's TV show is going to feature a Mandalorian. And it's right there, fucking, you don't have to believe me because it's right here. I'm going to bring this up because I care, because this is important to me.
Because you, Karen?
I hate you. All right, I guess I'll share this with you guys. We'll find it. It's 4 minutes. It's in here somewhere, but it's not a very long video, obviously. So, but Chamber, we'll read these super chats before I share this with you. Before I talk about that time that I was right and nobody cared.
I cared.
You didn't then.
Because I didn't know you.
James Moore says, I remember it like yesterday when you two came out as gay and kissed on stream all those months ago. Good times. I'm assuming we're gay because you're a white woman.
Yeah.
So that makes sense to me.
Hey, Mom, did you know I was a white woman? No way. I know, right? Funny. California changes a man.
Oh, God. Ben Riley says, you get another few dollars for the summation. Yay. Well, thank you, Jeff. Wonderful.
You're welcome.
You're the best. But they study our behavior. Humans can't tell two or more bots arguing as fake, and as fake is often... two or more bots arguing as fake is often knowing two humans are actually arguing online. That is definitely a thing. And dude, for sure, let's put this out. Let's have bot accounts or shill accounts, sham accounts set up to go through and, here's our controversy. Okay, let's manufacture the other side of the controversy. Here's a bold opinion that's not even, let's manufacture the controversy around it so people actually start caring about this. Absolutely. I think you're 100% dead on that one. It's a really good point too, is that you're right. I mean, the way you can't always tell when someone's a bot or not. I mean, if you were reading that K-Stu fan's contributions to the chat last night, you probably would have been damn convinced that he was just a crazy bot sent in here to troll us.
Just troll.
But he's our troll.
Yeah, I don't claim him as my anything. He's just king of the wicked people.
He's something, all right. He is something. And another from Ben Riley who says, and FYI, Fox is an arm of the RNC whose two biggest donors are Comcast and Time Warner Media. Comcast owns MSNBC and Time Warner Media owns CNN. Thank the Telecommunications Act for that. So basically, they are...
You hear that?
Yeah, someone's playing the music right now.
It's just like an odd chant. That's why it caught me off guard. It sounded like a group of people were outside. No, but there's definitely a political slant. There's a right and left slant between news organizations, and it. Well,
but beyond that, what I think Ben Riley's even pointing out here is that they're all in each other's pockets, in a sense. Like, they're, as much as you have the fake vitriol between these two stations and calling the other ones out for irresponsible broadcasting and what they thrive off of each other. I mean, if Fox News didn't exist, that is the most prominent, right-wing media station. All the other big ones, if you look through it, it's, who reports the news? Fox, CNN, NBC, ABC, CBS,
Reuters.
In terms of like on TV, like if you look at TV,
and then it's just ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox.
ABC, and
that's non-cable. I was saying non-cable.
Yeah, but
because Fox you can get Fox News shows on regular Fox channels, like on Sunday mornings.
True. So they definitely need each other. I think they thrive off that, and that's part of one of the reasons why, because Fox is really carrying that mantle of the conservative broadcasting station. That's why they have so much programming.
Well, you said they need each other. Question is, do they need to exist?
They don't. That's the whole thing. Is the reason why they need each other is because we got rid of responsible reporting thanks to I believe it wasn't that the Telecommunications Act, the one under Reagan, yeah. where basically he did away with the need to evenly report on issues. It used to be able to give equal airtime to both sides of an issue that had more than one side, and I think that was the worst thing that happened to media. Not that it was necessarily always trustworthy and great and stuff before, but at least you had a certain amount of responsibility to the truth. And once that responsibility to the truth went away, people just forgot everything and just chased the story and chased the feud, they get off on that stuff. These people are personalities at the end of the day. It is about ratings for them at the end of the day. So it's just another form of entertainment. Yeah. Laura Story says, I don't watch any videos if the title ends with a question mark. That is a great philosophy. You stay away from all this rumor mongering, and you just get facts. So, facts like exclusive new details on Jon Favreau's Star Wars series and working with Kathleen Kennedy, which I wanted to share that little bit with you guys over that. Thanks for the super chats, Ben Riley. They're great super chats.
It's a
And
great screen name and a great icon. I
There you
believe
go.
it's drawn by Mark. It is.
Clinton
drawn by
Reagan
Mark
did something else that was similar. Okay, so Reagan's was the one that got rid of
The kid broadcasting one, definitely.
But Reagan got rid of the balance.
Yeah.
I know he did that. So so Clinton, I guess, did something else that further
NAFTA.
allowed for them to take advantage, buy up each other, and effectively be monetarily beholden to the competition, and therefore invested in continuing this saga of clashing for days, clashing forever. Press the like button, everybody. Press the like button. Actually, wait, you can't because we're trying to be woke. What should you do to the like button?
Enlighten.
Get consent from the like button.
Ask the like button.
Ask the like button for consent, and then push it if it says yes. It says yes. And if it doesn't say yes, I don't know. And you
press it
woke.
anyway.
There you go. We're really bad at this being woke stuff. Look how weird I look there. All right.
It's the shirt.
I don't know. I think it's the face.
What's wrong with your face?
Everything. I don't know. I'm just wearing all of this mock hoop. All right. So, like I said, I just wanted to be proud of myself again. You know what it is? I think I'm wearing brown eyeliner, and it looks weird because I'm usually wearing black eyeliner. I look so like adult.
I have a few little exciting tidbits that I picked up from, just living in Los Angeles and meeting people who work in cool places in Los Angeles. So you guys have we've all heard about Jon Favreau's show, and some things are known about it right now.
So let me just put out that this is June 2018. So we didn't find out that it was called The Mandalorian or any details about that until that September. I just want to put that out there.
Here, since you can't right now.
The things that the general public knows about this upcoming show is that it's set 3 years after the end of Return of the Jedi. That it's going to deal with a bunch of new characters. We're not going to be seeing old characters, etc. That it could come out as early as next fall. That shooting could start as early as this fall. That Jon Favreau has already completed, he says, half the script, which I assume means half the season. And he's already starting to lock down his production and his creation. So things are moving really quickly, very ahead of schedule.
Right, so that was the stuff we already knew.
Very much so, since this guy is definitely on location. By location, I mean not location. On studio, at the studio, looking at getting deep into the artistic design here. And I know this because bumped into somebody, happened to show me a picture on his phone of Jon Favreau standing with a suit of Mandalorian armor.
Damn.
Was there a person in the suit? I'm not sure, but this from the information that I was able to glean from this picture and from what he's telling me, I think we can definitely expect at least one solid, important Mandalorian character in Jon Favreau's upcoming series, which is super exciting.
There you go. It happened. That's real. That's not a fabrication. That's not anything else. That happened. I'm awesome. Thank you. The reason I get so about that. I don't know if you saw how many views it had. Not that many. And it just frustrated me because that was when my channel was in a bit of a slump. So it was frustrating because I'm like, I got this exclusive information. It was so exciting. This has all of how many views did this get? 2.
2 views?
It's just showing from.
I think I saw like 3,900 or something.
Since uploaded. 4,000, about 4,000, right? Which the sad part is that's good. That would be great for me. I would love a video to get 4,000 views again. Sure. Thanks to you too. You're great. But I'm like, this was such a and this was legitimate, real information, not speculation. Actually just happened to be at a bar, bumped into somebody who worked on studio. The rest of that video talks about how this person that this guy knows Kathleen Kennedy's sister, and you wouldn't know that it was her because they're like twins technically, but she just looks so much nicer and all that stuff. Anyway, so yeah, I was my behind the scenes exclusive take. Freaking the proof is right there.
Freaking the proof.
Fuck you. Right. And I just sad. Anyway, Ben Riley says Clinton allowed them to become oligopolies. So oligopoly. I can word. Oligopolies.
I want to name my dog.
I've heard oligarchy. I've never heard
oligopoly.
Oligopoly before.
So you think a nice golden retriever oligopoly?
Oligopoly.
He's like Shadow.
Like a bully. Oh God. Anyway. P.S. Before I go to bed, how'd y'all meet? Well,
this is the greatest story ever
it's a
told.
wonderful story. We learned about each other from YouTube, and then we talked on the High Council a couple times, twice. Yeah, a couple is too. And then Jeff reached out to me once via Twitter and was like, "Hey, I hear you need some help with your channel. Can I do anything?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. Here's what's up." And he never responded. I
don't even remember asking if you needed help. I think that was Nick. Don't blame me.
It might have been Nick. You said it was you. You said it was you at one point back when you did remember that it was you. You're like, yeah, somebody said a thing and you did this and you did that and you bit and you saw. Anyway.
I do. Clearly, we never met and nothing ever happened.
So we met at Star Wars Celebration and we spent 12 hours drinking that first day.
We met at 1 o'clock.
By 2 we were drinking.
By 2 o'clock we were at lunch drinking, and by 5 a.m. we had been drinking all day and all night. Then a listener super chatted us for her to kiss me.
Oh yeah, the next day at the meet and greet, someone super chatted me to kiss Jeff on the cheek, and it was cute. We hung out all weekend. We did really great. Oh, don't forget, by the end of that first night, we were holding hands.
That's true, we were
on the way to the Chinese food place, just casually, like people who aren't interested in each other do.
Mm-hmm. God, where'd your hand go?
Shut up. Oh, and by the time we got back to the room, Anna was teasing me. She was like, "So you and Jeff, huh?" Me. And yeah, so that happened.
And then we talked a bunch.
We talked like every day since then.
We actually jumped the gun. On the way to that lunch, Jesse goes, "Hey, I got a fencing tournament in Columbus. Do you want to come hang out?" I said, "Sure." Or we'll see, or something like that.
I think you said sure.
I said sure.
I said something about we just drink a bunch, and I probably got hooked. And then so Columbus happened, and Jeff showed up, and 5 days later,
into the week that I was planning on staying,
we banged, and I was like, cool.
It was a little more than cool for both of us.
It was great. And then we planned to meet up again in Vegas.
Hold on. I went home.
All right, Jeff went home.
And you called me. You're like, I got a 6-hour window. It'd be great if you could come back.
I was messaging you because we were all drunk. It was like the last night.
Party, yeah.
And I was too busy messaging Jeff. And I was like, hey, you want to come back to here? I got 6 hours tomorrow. I'm coaching in the morning, and then my friend's working the full day, and we don't leave until she's done. So
I left this birthday party I was at before midnight. I stopped drinking the minute she suggested it. I went home. I got up at 7 a.m. I took a shower and headed up to Columbus. And I think I timed it just about perfectly because I had waited a couple minutes, and then here you come. And we went upstairs. And then I messaged you about going to...
No, you had asked me about Veronica's wedding before you left the first time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we were trying to come up with ways to see each other again.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't weird, but we were just like, we really enjoyed each other. And we were just like getting dressed and trying to figure out when we could see each other again. Because she lived in California in this apartment, and I was in Cincinnati. So
then a bunch of YouTubers were meeting up for
Star Trek Vegas.
Star Trek Las Vegas. So I was going to drive out there just for fun, hang out with people and stuff. And Jeff, I was like, "Do you want to come?" And he was like, "Mm-hmm."
I was waiting for you to ask me.
And so he came, and
10 days notice.
And then we showed up and at the meet and greet, pretended that we weren't dating.
We weren't. Not until the next time.
Yes, pretended we weren't a thing. And then
which was difficult because first thing we did when we got to the hotel, and then it was just like, we're gonna go meet Gary from Nerd Erotic. Let's just keep and make it random. And the guys from Midnight's Edge, let's not tell anybody. And Ryan Cannell from the RK Outpost, and this other guy named Aaron.
Well, because the original plan was we were gonna make it this big secret and just be streaming together a bunch and stuff like that, and everyone speculate because everyone was already speculating, and just not tell anyone and just one day kiss on air. So that was exciting. So, but things changed when on Monday I was supposed to take Jeff to the airport, and instead I kidnapped him. Almost at the airport, just made a U-turn, just decided to bring him back to LA instead.
And right there I was like, so how long until your next fencing tournament? And you're like, a month. Like, I guess I'm staying a month.
Mm-hmm.
And I did, and we started dating. And after I left, it was a rough 40-something days. And then we got together for Veronica's wedding. 2 weeks later, we went back to Milwaukee for your tournament, right? And then some time after that, we went to Philadelphia and then Michigan. And we've been hanging out ever since.
Yeah. That Nintendo guy says, "Ew, early Jesse." JK, we love you, girl. Was that even early? Technically, I mean, like relative to now, yeah, that's almost 2 years ago. But yeah, that was like exciting because I guess in June that wouldn't even have been it. That would not have even been my channel being in a slump. That would just be people not realizing what gold I had stumbled upon, not fucking paying attention, and I'm disappointed. Anyway, it's fine. I'm over it. I'm totally over it. I'm so totally over it. The Gilk Man is here. Both of you are great. Thank you for being you. Thanks, Gilk Man.
Thank you, Gilk Man.
Thank you for being you. So, Gilk Man, Justin. Apparently, we're happy to see each other. That's exciting. Justin Barber says, "Happy birthday, Thomas." Is it your birthday? Well, happy birthday to you, then. Happy birthday, Thomas. Indeed. I didn't know it was your birthday, but now I do. So happy birthday to you. And we've got Ben Riley again. Says, "Aw, just like in Good Will Hunting." Also 27 and never had alcohol. I just wake up crazy. Night, y'all. Hashtag Ohio.
Oh, DYT, Ohio. All right.
What's DYT?
Do your thing.
Yeah. Whatever, Ohio.
Hey. You hold your tongue, Philly.
Anyway, Ben Riley, thank you for joining us. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the excellent information and questions. It was great. Beth Degoo says, "I'm really hammered right now." Here you go. Thank you, Beth Degoo.
Why are we partying with Beth Degoo?
I don't know.
It's Thursday night. It's
We
Thursday.
don't have any alcohol right now.
We have tons of.
We're not drinking.
water.
I have to wake up at 8:30. So even if we had alcohol, I am not drinking.
We haven't drank in a while.
We have.
I had my Terminator Dark Fate stream.
Busy.
That was it.
So that's like a week is a while.
I mean, with you it is.
Hmm.
We do enjoy our.
But if we haven't drank in a while because I didn't drink it all that
That's
day.
true.
So
And then we had a really good dinner of stuff.
do you even remember that day?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So Philly is the best. I agree, Amber Phoenix Fire. Philly is the best. Go Philly. Go Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Big Trouble in Little Karen.
Ooh. That sounds like a shit.
How easy? How is you? You guys are far too sober. And sorry, I've been away working at a hospital. It's crazy. Oh my God, I can imagine. That is crazy. How easy says we're far too sober. I feel like we have to fix it for a super chat this generous.
I mean, we could always.
We just don't own any. There's nothing in the house right now.
We do have one, but it's too big to carry in here. The watermelon flavor stuff.
Okay. Yeah, we could do that. That's just cumbersome.
I mean, I could go prepare it if you want for the super chat.
You what?
I could go prepare it for the super chat.
I mean, all right. How easy? How dedicated are you to us becoming intoxicated? Because we'll do it for you. We will do it for you.
We will.
Because we love you and we appreciate you and we've missed you. And I understand you being away, and I hope you're staying safe out of it. So thank you very much. Whatever you happen to be doing at the hospital, thank you for doing it, and I hope that you're being safe. I hope that whatever you're doing, you're being safe because we love you. I love you. I don't know what Jeff thinks.
I've never met you, but thank you. How easy?
How easy. He says, "No pressure. Enjoy a drink later." Well, we will do that. Thank you again for another super chat. Thank you for you. Next time we drink, we're going to drink to you. So that'll be great. I just hope that you're being safe out there. Justin Proper says, "Cleveland is better than Philly. Fight me." I'll leave this one up because it's the last one. First of all, you're wrong. Second of all, do you really want to fight me, Proper? I'm bigger than you. And
I'm higher in the food chain. Get in my belly.
I'm pretty sure I could take Proper in a fight. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Proper. How easy says, "Go Birds!" Go Birds is my favorite. It's the best. Catern Lenny's asks, what is each of your preferred drinks to get drunk? What do you like to get drunk on the best?
Beer?
Yeah.
It's a nice, happy drunk.
I do like me a good beer drunk. I do like a good wine drunk, too. I very much enjoy wine drunk.
Ooh, I like the one we had at late Christmas present.
Yeah.
When we first got to that room.
It's one of my favorite. My favorite kind of wine drunk, though, is like if you just pound a bottle of cheap wine, that is not my favorite wine drunk. Our Passover drunk was pretty nice.
Our Passover drunk was really drunk, though.
It was super drunk.
Because we only drank at dinner, right? We just really pounded it hard.
Yeah. We had the 4 ceremonial glasses. We had one more glass in between, I think, during like eating part.
I don't think so. I just thought we drank the 4 ceremonials and the Elijah cup we split.
I thought we drank. I thought we drank the $2 chuck.
Oh, you're right. We did.
We split that whole.
No. I drank the whole $2 chuck myself.
No, you didn't. We shared it.
I'm pretty sure you were too drunk and I pulled it out and drank the whole thing.
I'm pretty sure we split the whole bottle between the two of us.
I thought I drank the whole thing by myself.
I'm pretty sure we shared that one.
Oh.
Pretty sure. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Justin says, Proper says, wine makes me too emotional. Kikoshi says, wine also gets me emotional, but vodka gets me hyper, like mosh pit hyper. I don't love liquor drunk anymore.
Nor do I.
It's just too.
I just remember being in college and you would get like a ton of. You get like Malibu coconut flavored rum and orange juice or like all this shit. It was just so much sugar. And by the time you got drunk, you're just. Ugh.
Yeah. How Easy says, yeah, I'm a Philly fan. When the NFL started being shown on TV down under, Sav Rocco was the punter. Yeah, so I made the decision of who to follow. Easy. I remember that. Sav Rocco was a great punter. We kept him for a while. He was a really good punter. Yeah. Yep. Yes, these things. Anyway, cool. I know another down under Philly fan as well. My friend Rocky, who we met him as a person. Anyway, I went to his wedding. It was exciting. I'm clearly lost my train of thought just now. I was overheating just before the stream, which is why you might have noticed I was a little flushed when I came on. It is really hot in here, and I turned the AC on in the main room. Actually, we should close that door a little bit and keep it. That's pretty cool in here right now. I can't complain. Anyway, so I got really hot and overheated, and I was like, I'm gonna die, which is the only reason I usually don't drink soda. I took this out because it was in the fridge, and I wanted to make myself cooler. Anyway.
Be a lot cooler if you did.
So, but yeah, go Birds. Woo! I hope we have a football season this year. We may not.
I'm honestly gonna guess there's no football this year.
I'd be really sad.
I was trying to pull up an article. It's not from the best source in the world,
Mm-hmm.
but it's saying how Disney parks may not reopen until 2021.
Wow, that's awesome. One says drunk on soda. Agree. There you go. Soda can be nice every now and again. Karen and Pink.
Instead of respond to this about the after hours.
16 Karens. All the numbers of Karens. Oh, the breakfast Karen. The
The
Karen Club.
Karen, oh
I'm
God!
gonna join the Karen Club.
The first Karen Club.
So we're doing
First
a
Wives Club.
really crap job. NBA says streaming only.
I don't think anybody even cares about the topic. I think we're just having a good party time. But it's your show. You pick.
Oh, I agree with that. I just feel like we're doing a really bad job of being woke, which we're supposed to be trying to learn how to do.
Maybe that's our statement on being woke. Don't do it. Just be excellent to each other.
You're really bad at this game.
I'm winning this game.
Legally, Karen. I just feel like we should up our, chances of being accepted by.
Well, I'm part black and you're Jewish. We're as woke of a couple as you can be.
False. This is something I learned in my exploration of wonderful wokeness. Turns out, okay, so
Jeff Hicks, the Cincinnati Karen.
Zach Blackfire says, lightly touch the like button with its consent, please. We're all about consent on this channel now. We're not, we don't care, but do press the like button. No, don't ever do oppression. That's bad. Okay, so here's what I've learned, though. I've learned a lot. See, this is the thing that y'all don't know about me, right? I'm a fucking SJW scholar, because know thy enemy. Realistically, it's just I went to college with a bunch of these motherfuckers, which is why it bothers me sometimes when people will be like, that's some SJW shit, or you're being like acting an SJW. I'm like, have you ever actually met one? Or then conversely, people are like, I don't think SJWs exist in real life. They're just in non in this. I'm like, but have you ever actually met one? Because they do actually exist. And they are as insufferable as, that's the whole thing, is they are exactly as insufferable as it's not a caricature. It's real. This shit that you think is made up is fucking real. Oh my God. I went to there was this online Facebook group for my college it was overheard, it was just random shit you overheard. And one of the teachers who was directing the play was the faculty director of production was whatchamacallit, they had cast a child from the town because there was a kid in the production, and they apparently was super well behaved and all this good stuff, but they were like, or there might have been multiple kids and whatnot, and they were really, really good. And then initially they've been joking about how they would need like a Nazi nanny or something to, wrangle the children. And
Nazi nanny sounds like a fantastic live or reality show.
Oh god,
Nazi nanny,
or a great
Fran Drescher,
great kids scary movie.
Nazi nanny.
And then and of course it's
who should play Nazi nanny? I'm thinking like Angela Lansbury.
Yes, and then of course the porn spinoff Nazi nanny.
N-O-T?
Like N-A-U G-H-T-Z-I.
Well,
like
naughty.
naughty.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. See? Oh, God. Lancer737 says, this just in, Kathleen Kennedy has been fired. She is now the president of the city Nilbog. I'm Sam Donaldson, and this is CNN.
Nilbog? That's goblin spelled backwards. They're eating her. They're going to eat me. Oh, my God. You seen that, right? Troll 2?
No.
City of Nilbog?
I know about Troll 2, but I've not.
Have you heard about Troll 1?
That doesn't exist.
It does exist.
Does it? I thought the whole joke was that the Troll 2...
No, the Troll 1's a real movie.
Okay.
And guess what the character's name is? Harry Potter.
Oh my god! I thought that was a whole. Isn't there some movie though that was like this too, and there was never a first one?
Hamlet 2. That's the joke. Hamlet 2, the play. Like, there's no Hamlet 1. The play Hamlet 2, and the movie is fake. There's a Troll 1. It's completely different.
I believe you. I just thought there was some shitty. There was some like supposedly worse like scary movie ever made or something where there's only a sequel.
See, I'll show it to you.
I believe you. But anyway,
it's from 1986. See,
I believe you.
And it stars Julia Louis-Dreyfus, I believe, is in the movie.
If only this news were real, Lancer 737. We appreciate the super chat just as much. We'd love it if the news were real. So what was I? Okay, yeah. So the Nazi. So they're at. See, someone figured it out. Nazi nanny.
Yes.
I love it. Troll 2, Electric Boogaloo. There you go. Careful, guys. Say Electric Boogaloo while you can, because it'll be labeled as hate speech pretty soon.
You know what? You'll never be able to get away with that because it's a movie about a group of black kids in the inner city.
Yeah, but remember how this is now a symbol for...
It's not. John Cena does it all the time.
Yeah, but remember how, like, black people have done this publicly, too, and it doesn't matter because they'll take anything and make it stupid?
You know what? That was the fucking symbol of Eddie Murphy for the 80s.
I know. I'm
sticking with it. Eddie Murphy did it right. I don't care what these people say.
I'm with you. I'm just saying they'll try to ban that shit.
They'll try, and they'll fail.
Black Jew, Nazi nightmare. Accurate. What isn't hate speech nowadays? Exactly. So the overheard statement that made its way to this thing was the Nazi nanny. Sorry, I was like, how did we get off track? Oh, right, Nazi nanny. So the director was like, he was impressed at how well behaved the kids are, and he was like, why hire a Nazi when you don't even have to? And
you mean nanny?
No, he said Nazi.
Oh.
That was the whole thing, is like, why hire it? Because he was talking about how you would need some sort of Nazi to keep these kids in line. And he's like, why hire a Nazi when you don't need to? And someone thought that was a funny thing to say, because it is. And they put it on the Overheard website. And then somebody else who was not there for the statement or anything like that, and I believe the context of the statement, or the context of it was dispensed later on, somebody decides to get on their fucking high horse in the chat and inform the poster that they literally just had a panic attack at the suggestion that there could be Nazis somewhere near their vicinity. And that terrified them because her grandmother went through the Holocaust, and so she has PTSD
on behalf of someone
else
from
the Holocaust because her grandmother went through it. Yeah.
You know what this girl needed?
Yeah. Fucking smack in the face.
Remember that teacher from 10 Things I Hate About You, the black guy?
Yeah.
She needs that teacher.
Yeah. So, yeah. What ensued was an actual debate between not just her and everyone else, but like sane people saying, hey, the whole point of this forum is for people to post things they overhear that they didn't have control over, that some of which might be posted on here specifically because it's shocking or offensive, and that's sort of the point of this forum. So maybe if that's the case, maybe just don't come here. And everyone else was like, no, everywhere in the world, including the internet, should be safe for every single kind of person. It's like, that's so retardedly unrealistic. It's ridiculous. We got a bunch of people arguing, like, maybe you should all be more careful with the things you think and be more sensitive and be more thoughts. Like, no, this is wrong. And the one thing that finally shut this discussion up was someone who jumped on and was like, yo, I was in Afghanistan. I got blown up. I have real PTSD. Things like war movies, with the sound effects and stuff will freak me out. When I walk into a common room on campus and there are people watching a movie that triggers my PTSD, I don't yell at them and tell them to turn it off. I fucking leave the common room because my disorder is my business. It's my issue. It's for me to figure out how I can fit in and live in the world with this uniqueness, with this difference, with this hardship, right? Not for everyone else to cow down, to cater to me and all that stuff. Which I thought which finally shut up the discussion. It was also hilarious because the same bitch ass who started this thing in the first place had at a previous point walked into a common room and bitched at some people to turn off a movie that she deemed offensive. So I
wish I would have met people like that in college because I would have yelled at every one of them.
I did. It wasn't fun. It's not fun. It's really the thing. The thing is, it's not fun. That whole business of like they just tell you why you're wrong, why you're ignorant, why you're racist, why you're hateful, why you support the patriarchy, that's what they do. That's all they do.
And what if I just went, yeah, I do support it. Yes, I am racist. Yes, I am hateful, and I hate you. Well, what do they do? They spurg out and they blow up.
No, they freak out. They tell you that you're a terrible person. Usually they walk away. They're like, I can't be involved in this right now. I need to leave. And they'll walk away. And then they'll go round up their fellow SJWs and petition the administration to have a workshop on talking about our differences and not supporting the patriarchy.
I'm glad I didn't go to that kind of college.
Let's see, there was a house on campus called Merck, and so they took the May party. It was, I think, on or near May the 5th of May, and they decided to call their party Cinco de Merco. They're Merck. And that led to a campus-wide discussion on racism. Not that
folks, don't send your kids to college.
Realistically, the majority of the campus did not participate in, but this was one of the disturbing things. And so I'm fortunate enough that the time that I was going through this, the teachers, the administration hadn't bowed down to this type of thinking yet. So you had teachers that still fostered dissent, that still allowed for conversation, that didn't just shut you down. In spite of all the stereotypes the students were, we didn't have that. Unfortunately, I've heard of people who've had this teacher before. That feminist gender studies teacher or something who was running around preaching her wokeness, and
it's a waste of a class.
Oh my God, it is.
I told my friend Jake, who's a pretty cool dude, he's talking about gender studies class. This was like in 2011. I was like, that's not even real shit. What are you talking about? He just was like, well, and I'm just like,
no, not real.
Dion was there. We used to shut him down on that shit because this dude's like 6'2" Korean. You wouldn't believe, anything like that. And then he's just like, yeah, my gender studies class. I'm like, just shut up.
Christopher Mills is 100% correct. College is overrated. You get more money at a trade school. Absolutely. You get your money's worth learning a real marketable skill. Now, if you're going to college, pre-med, something like that, those things do eventually pay off, law school, but those things are getting more and more difficult to afford and to get into because that's one of the things. It's so higher education is so inundated now with people who suddenly think it's a necessity for life because it's become that way, even though it really isn't, that you have far more people going than are needed to fill the jobs that you learn how to do or get the pre-skills for in college. That's what the realistic thing is, that like undergrad doesn't actually teach you shit or give you any marketable skills. I think the one thing that's valuable, or was, which I think even that's gone away, is like when you went to college previously, that was your time to sort of branch out and get out of, spread your wings in a safe environment. The whole idea was you go to college, you learn things that you hadn't had an opportunity to learn before. You get to, you start out in most cases in a core curriculum, but you start to actually get to guide your own, it's the baby steps, it's the training wheels for life. You get to direct your own education a little bit. No one's there telling you what to do with your free time. It's up to you to make sure you're studying, developing good habits, etc. You've broken away from your family. Maybe you call home every now and again. Maybe, of course, before the era of cell phones, it was even harder. You came home if you were close enough. You wrote home, maybe, and that was about it. Now it's like, fuck, I don't know how to do my laundry. You freaking FaceTime your mom and she can walk you through it, So that, because of the connectedness that we have and the ability that the internet gives us to never escape that nice protective, womb of comfort where we feel protected and safe and not responsible for literally anything. We don't get that experience now going to college. Before, again, you could justify it even if you weren't going to go into higher education. Like it was that branching off time. And when college wasn't so prohibitively expensive and you had a world where it was easy to get on the track to these higher paying careers. Because now, even with the economy better, even with job opportunities more bountiful, obviously we know what's going to happen post coronavirus. You still, it's easy to find a job. It's still hard to break into your career depending on what career path you choose. And now, you have the money barrier. So not everyone can afford to go to a decent college. Even if you can afford to, everyone can afford to then spend X number of more years in graduate school and law school in med school. Those are the things that if you can afford or get the grants or get the money to go through and do all of that ends up paying you back and right off the bat. But that's years and years more education of money you're putting into the system and not really getting anything out of it. So it's completely screwed up and flawed and archaic now. Now kids just go to college to learn how to parrot popular cultural norms, which they shouldn't be doing. First of all, they get all that shit on the internet anyway. Second of all, why? Because it's fucking terrible.
I mean, look at it from a business standpoint of the college.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just making money for...
Oh, of course. It's a great goddamn business. They don't care what the kids learn as long as they keep coming. And how
the
easy...
football grants, or the football sponsorships they get from ESPN.
I did want to note I don't know if I said it or not, but how easy said he was drifting off and whatnot. It's all good, man. You're here, and this will be up for a while. I put them on unlisted at the beginning of the new week, so if you've missed one, you've plenty of time to catch the link. If you don't catch it before it goes unlisted, you can always scroll back to my Twitter and grab the link there, or and be like, hey, I missed this stream. Do you have the link for it? And I probably do because it exists somewhere. Anyway.
I like Beth the Goose. She must be really feeling it pretty hard.
What'd she say?
Read about the racist.
If someone calls you racist, homophobic, sexist, etc., just look in the eye and say with as straight a face as possible, "Excuse me, bitch, do I look like a mirror?" I dig it. I'm about that. I can deal with that. Oh, I forgot that. She's got kitty acne. My friend was like, "Can I ask you a kitty question?" Anyway. That's an easy fix.
Don't feed them cheese.
Don't feed them cheese. Now, kitty acne. Cats get this on their chin a lot. A lot of different cats get it. It can be caused by stress. It can be caused by allergies. There is a thing that's like a kitty herpes they can just get from another cat too.
The thing is, if you were to tell me that our cats had stress-induced acne, I'd say, what fucking stress do our cats have? They lay out, they're knocked out right here on the floor. Shit Pancake is licking his hand as he sleeps.
Lick my poor
and that's James. Sorry, Shit Pancake's over there.
James being adorable. Like
James being adorable. Hans knocked the hell out. And I think Lando might be sleeping in his house. No,
Lando's over. Han's over there. Lando must be Lando curled up.
Oh, they're just lying around. Like, what stress do these cats have? I didn't get to eat the minute you woke up. Oh my god!
Like, to be fair, the only time the other ones have gotten it, including Lando and whatnot, was last time they were stayed at Kelly's, and there was like a bunch of cats there. It was over Michigan. There was like a zillion cats there.
It was so worth it though.
Oh god, yeah. But especially has allergies and stuff.
I bet you these cats are happy we haven't left the apartment really much.
I'm sure they're loving it. But Ginger's cat may also be picking up Ginger stress too. So.
Well, I wasn't saying her. I just meant like our cats. So I was like, they have stress-induced whatever. I'm like, what? They knock shit over. We don't correct them.
Oh, she also, yeah, that's true. Because I think also she was saying that she didn't have enough wet food for her, so she might not be getting enough oil or water or whatnot to dry out your skin and make it itchy. Anyway, cats, professional shelter in place. They are very. Shit Pancake is not superior to anybody or anything.
Shit Pancake is. So yesterday, let's tell them the story at dinner. So yesterday we had our we were kind of like lazy. We didn't feel like cooking.
I just want to read this real quick because I agree with this. When I'm called racist, I just answer, yes, I'm against the human race. With you on that. Humans fucking suck. All right, so
we're having dinner, and we ordered 2 burgers, and we were splitting an onion ring. And all of a sudden, like, we laid the food out.
Then we just laid it out. We're just sitting there.
He didn't take a bite of anything.
I don't even think we'd lifted this up yet because I think it was still because it got all knocked onto the floor. So we hadn't even lifted our table up yet. And all of a sudden, just boom, out of fucking nowhere.
He comes sliding on his ass.
He jumps up and plops down the table and just slides across the table and just sends the onion rings flying. Not like he bumped them and they fell. He just boom, they shot off the table. He just burst up. You're like, ow! And you're like, what the fuck?
And we started laughing so much that we couldn't even get mad. And today I was cleaning out a box to get a bubble water, and there's an onion ring in it. So Shit Pancake is superior to none.
He has just the wires.
It's great. Boom! Right into frame.
God. And then later, as we're lying down, like getting all sleepy and shit, he just comes bursting onto you the same way.
I opened my eyes and here's this cat coming at me. And then one time I had to just push him off. I was like, no.
With the same level of ferocity, too. Of just like, boom! And we're like, what are you doing?
Yeah, we're talking about you, Shit Pancake.
It's right, Shit Pancake! We're talking about you! It was earlier I hear Jeff going, no, stop! Because he's on his stream and Shit Pancake's knocking shit down. Just opened the door and threw him off the table.
Yeah.
He's a jerk.
Yeah,
He's
goodbye, Shit Pancake.
You're a real jerk, you know that. I love you, but you're a jerk. Hey, we're 8 away from 100 impressions, so make sure you press the like button. Press. My impression dance. What? You like my impression dance?
It works because I feel oppressed that I have to suffer this indignity.
Okay. No, this one. Shit Pancake, you bow to no one.
I like how you can't even say Shit Pancake without doing the voice.
Shit Pancake! You bow to no one. Do you know what that's from?
No.
End of Lord of the Rings, End of Return of the King, when Aragorn's walking and everyone's bowing to him, and the hobbits bow, and he's like, you bow to no one.
Oops, I scared the kids.
And then he lifts up the hobbits and he bows to them.
Well, I do remember that part, but you gotta remember that was at the end of 15 hours of movie watching.
Cattern Lunny says, what would a Cats musical starring your cats be like?
They sleep, they poop on the floor.
Can you imagine if we made a musical? We should make Cats too and just have them dance around. Oh, fuck. I had an idea for a Cats 2 parody, and I can't remember what it was now. I was going to do it. It was going to be really crappy where it involved the purchasing of fake cat ears to do something.
How did he get the name Shit Pancake?
Well, toxic masculinity, I'm glad you asked. He was being terrible. He entered puberty. He used to be the goodest little kitten. He was such a good kitten. He was curious and he wanted to climb up things, but he didn't knock stuff down. He's just like, I hear you're talking about me. I'm not sure it's complimentary, so I have to just keep an eye on you and watch, because it's my job. It's my job to be the nice police.
Keep watching Shit Pancake.
You haven't been that nice to me guys lately, so I'm policing you. I just want you to know that I'm policing you right now. You're being policed. Do you feel policed? Good, because I'm policing you. Shit Pancake. All right, so I'm just gonna leave this here. From Funk Malfunction. Okay. So he hit puberty. He was like, "Let me knock things down," and now he knocks things down all the time. And so we were mad at him because he was breaking stuff, and so we were just off on him. We were like, "You're such a shithead. You're a shit." You know, we haven't called him that we should. A shit mongoose.
Shit mongoose.
Shit mongoose. I call him a mongoose because he's ridiculously long, but his legs are little and stubby, so he looks like a mongoose. As opposed to Jane Little, who's just gigantic. Look how gigantic he is. He's really turning into a big cat.
Yeah.
I hope he keeps growing. That'd be great if he's just a mammoth cat. If he ends up being the biggest one.
But with that demeanor, though?
With Jane
That'd be me.
Yeah, there you go. He'd be a gentle giant. He's the U cat.
Mm-hmm.
Jane is the Jeff cat. Right now, Spush is the Jeff cat, but if you had a lobotomy.
So anyway, long story short, we called him Shit Book, Shit Box, Shit Brick, Shit House,
Shit Crate,
Shit
Pallet,
and then Shit Pancake.
And Shit Pancake was funny, so it's
and we just looked at each other. I was like, hey, Shit Pancake, I like that one.
And so we call him Shit Pancake.
You came up with the voice and all the names and the words that you used.
Before today, he was just a poorly constructed pancake.
Oh yeah, you went off on him.
to call him a pancake made out of shit. But today, maybe not right now because he's being good. I guess he's just a poorly constructed pancake again.
I'll be a shitty pancake.
But earlier today, he was actually a proper pancake made of shit. We were that mad at him. I was ready to kill him.
Yeah, he's getting knocking shit over constantly.
Mm-hmm. He was the worst. He's the worst.
We have lost our laser pointer, but you found that one.
I found the laser pointer.
We've lost quarters.
We've lost Kelly's freaking food stamps card.
EBT card.
Yep.
We lost your jewelry.
Lots of my jewelry.
Yeah.
I found you found the box, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know where my keys are anymore.
Possibly under the refrigerator. I did retape the bottom of the refrigerator so they can't throw shit into there. There's a reason for that. My life sucks. Shit pancake is a smashing name.
Just read that.
I do want to smash him. Okay. Shit pancake is a good name for being smashed. So that's how I feel about shit pancake.
How you feel, Jeff? I'm shit pancaked right now. Woo.
What do I meant to smash him?
Oh.
But I mean, that would be funny instead of saying shit face. I'm shit pancake. Oh, I'm shit pancake. I'm gonna fish for shit pancake.
Wow.
Didn't work.
You're a real angler. An angler Saxon.
I did it. I'm fishing for a shit pancake. Fish.
You can't see anymore.
I don't care what you can see. This is not about vision.
Oh, Jane.
Jane Little, I will fish for you too because I love you. Jane is the goodest cat.
Closer.
Jane is the goodest cat. Anyway, yeah.
Oh, here comes shit pancake.
Oh no! Why?
Come on, Mongoose.
Old school Jeremy says, Jesse hid your keys. You were still kidnapped.
I don't like this. I'm leaving.
You can't. I stole your keys.
I'm going out without a mask.
Don't do that. You'll die.
I'm a rebel, Dottie. A loner.
Okay.
What movie's that from?
I don't remember.
Probably never seen it.
What is it?
Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Nope. Metaphor for The Walking Dead. Liberal SJWs are mindless zombies that spread their liberalism. Art imitates life. Yeah. And see, okay, this is on my rant about SJWs and what they are and what they are not. Not all liberals are SJWs. It's real. Just like not all conservatives are Nazis. Weird how that works. The social justice warriors are like the when you think of the fringe elements, all the negative stereotypes about conservatives, you're like, well, that's almost nobody. That's like very few people. They're just the loud vocal assholes about it. It's the social justice warriors on the side of liberalism, etc. I mean, one of the beautiful things about this country is that balance of conservative and liberal values. The way it used to work was they provided a balance for each other. The liberal values, the liberal side of things pushed you to say, let's think about things in a new way. Let's be progressive. Let's make changes for the better. And the conservative side of things pushed for, let's remember why traditions work, why they're good. Let's worry about moral values and morality, and have a balance of a desire for exploration and change and newness with a learning how to value and preserve the things that are good that work about your society. So SJWs are actually fascist, by the way. They act very much so toxic masculinity. They're like, communism in practice, as opposed to in theory, where like, yes, everyone's going to be the same, but we're going to be better than you and tell you what to do and what to think and blah, blah, blah. It's like, it's terrible. It is highly fascist in its execution. It's all about censorship. It's all about, which, funnily enough, though, communist regimes often the dictators are fascist-esque or authoritarian dictators, essentially, even with the equality. Yeah, equality for everyone except the people running the system. You try to get them to jump through me. But anyway, Amber Phoenix is a liberal and is sure as hell not an SJW. They are insane. Hear, hear, Amber Phoenix. I don't like to identify. I don't like to label anything whatsoever. My views are definitely the majority left of center. Not on everything. I'm definitely. I think I'm to the right of center on guns, either that or more center. But I'm definitely not to left center on guns. And cats. Yeah, I'm definitely. Well, I think I'm actually fairly liberal with my cat usage. I have 4 of them after all.
Oh, I know. I suffer too.
You love them.
All but Lando.
Hey, Lando, what did Lando ever do to you?
Not love me enough.
Harsh. He tries, but you push him away.
He just drools on you
That's
and looks
his-
at me.
He comes to tries to drool on you too, but you reject his love. You
That's all
reject
he
his
does.
love. Well, look, Amber Phoenix Fire and I are, agree on things. Guns keep the country from being invaded. Well, hopefully the military does that too. But actually,
With
we
guns.
did have that. Sure, with guns. We did have that really
Shit
interesting
pancake.
discussion though about. I think Sean brought that up when he was on the channel, maybe the first time, about how go big boy or go home. Who says, and God bless you for being right of center on guns, Jesse. You're very welcome, my friend. As I bring him up, who talked about like when I don't remember, whoever it was putting looking at like what if we invaded the U.S. Might have been Russia during the Cold War, something like that. How long it would take to combat the U.S. military versus how long it would take to weed out and eradicate guerrilla groups, guerrilla like militia, the private citizens, gun-toting Americans, and it would have taken significantly longer. So that's nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to give me your pancake. Yours really gooey today. This is something I have to do. I'm gonna have to do a crowdfunder for this little guy. So before all this happened and my income went to poopsies,
Ew.
I've been trying to raise. This is not even a bad one. I was trying to save up money to get his ear looked at because he's got this gunk that I clean out every day and it doesn't seem to bother him. It's not mites. We've treated him for mites multiple times, flushed it out, but it keeps coming back. This is not even bad because I've already cleaned it 2 other times today. But he's got some sort of grossness in his ear. I clean. It doesn't seem to get better. But I'll stick that there. I'll pop it on the floor. Oh God, my finger smells like it. Where's that hand sanitizer?
In the other room.
No, it's in that pile somewhere because ass fuck knocked it down. It was the Soviet Union. That's what I thought before I go home. Now everyone else is saying Japan, but according to Go Big War Go Home, it was Soviet Union. Anyway, Zach Blackfire, they all share. That's the thing is, they all use. I mean, they have 3 boxes. They all use the same boxes. No one else has it. It's he only has it in the one ear. It's not in the other ear. So whatever it is, obviously isn't very contagious because he cuddles with his buddies all the time. Han fucking licks his ear. He cleans it for him. I'm not sure how much cleaning it's actually doing.
Maybe Han likes the taste of it.
That's disgusting and probably accurate. He's a gross cat sometimes. I should be a geek. But anyway, so I look for that in the future. I'll extra monies is going to go towards like helping animals, ASPCA or something like that. But I'm probably gonna have to crowdfund now because I'm not gonna put any money away. But yeah, someone in the chat asked, Donald Fontaine, is it bad that I finished a beer in 10 minutes? I was wondering, is that supposed to be a long amount of time or not a long amount of time?
That's short for drinking.
That's
like a long time for drinking.
It was like
beer.
10 minutes is a solid amount of time.
I
Like
could drink a 6-pack in 10 minutes.
I was like, it depends what you're doing while you're drinking the beer. If you're like, I'm chilling, eating dinner, and checking out a movie and taking a sip here and there, 10 minutes feels like a normal-ish amount of time, I guess. Or if you're chatting with people and whatnot, but if you're just like drinking, I feel like drinking beer, a decent amount of my attention is on beer. It's going to be going much faster than that. Zach Blackfire, I use crystal litter, so he shouldn't be stepping in the same poop. And it's irrespective of cleanliness of litter box. And again, the other cats don't get it, and his other ear doesn't get it. So I don't think it's from the box. He's kind of always had it too. He might have been something he picked up. I feel like he had gunk like right from the get-go, right from when he was a little bitty baby. But he's had his ear flushed multiple times. It'll go away sometimes for a while, then and come back. It's been back for a while, but the last thing the vet said on it, because I've taken him again multiple times to get it flushed, they're like, if it doesn't stay gone this time, we need to do a culture to find out what it is. So, which I don't know how much it is. I gotta find out. I do know that it is expensive because before the vet suggested the culture, he asked, "Do you have pet insurance?" To which I said, "Unfortunately, no." No cuts or wounds in the ear, Zach Blackfire. And again, it's been treated like when it gets flushed out, it'll be gone sometimes for a few days, sometimes a little longer. And yeah. Activity solution, apple cider vinegar, and rubbing alcohol, good for cleaning your ears too. Oh, you have to use the alcohol so it all evaporates instead of getting water stuck inside the ear. That's smart. I don't have any rubbing alcohol but you could use straight apple cider vinegar. You could still, if you put it on a swab, so it's not getting a lot of it. You put on a little swab and swab.
He's a pretty cat, though. Yeah, Shit Pancake is the adorable cat.
He is very cute. You want to grab him and show him off to everybody?
Yeah.
You can always grab my scruff real quick.
Right here?
Yes, just get big handful. The bigger the handful, the better.
There
you go.
Come here, little guy. They want to see you.
She Pancake, come see it on the internet.
He's like, what? What is happening?
No. Slancer 3737 says, sounds like allergies like my cat, but she cries when she's trying to scratch the stuff out. Oh, he hasn't cried yet. My mom suggested allergies as well, but I just don't know what it's to, or why it's there, or again, why it's only affecting one ear, because I would think, unless this particular ear is more susceptible for some reason.
Just look at everybody.
Say hello to the internet. Lawrence Goldcamp says, Milestone, will you allow Jeff to give you a quarantine buzz cut? No. For sure not. Definitely not happening.
Grow it out.
I like my hair a lot. Laura Tate says, Shit Pancake is in his ear. Sorry, kitty. You have shit pancakes in your ear. Ear canal not drained properly. It might be deformed or damaged. That's a possibility.
Ooh, he stinks.
It's his ear. It's a smelly ear. Hydrogen peroxide. Someone. I can smell there. It smells a little bit there. It smells around there. He also, licks himself to clean himself. So
it's true. Shit Pancake. He's still the worst.
We'll get you things to make your breath smell less bad. Look at the way he tried to push my hand away. He's like, no, Mom, no, I don't want it right now. I don't want your love right now. Please stop giving me love. I don't want it. I would rather not have some love at this moment, please and thank you. Neuroclock says, your lifestyle's not woken up. You need at least 4 sexual partners to form SJW Voltron. He is still an adorable cat, and that's why I want to, make sure I get the money to get his ear checked out so I can make sure he lives.
What's he doing? He's just like, trying to lick my hand.
Hey, buddy.
Show the camera. Oh.
Hi, buddy. Oh,
Shit Pancake.
The only one of the cats who doesn't have something that could be investigated further is Jane Little.
He's the best.
Yes, he's the best cat. He does have a little bit of phlegm, so you could always get an X-ray and see what's up with his lungs. But aside from that, he's fine. And he only gets like that sometimes, so I think he is okay. The cat has assumed the form of mush.
Yeah, he's pretty much given up. He's like,
I quit.
Shit Pancake, this is my favorite version of you, and you just kind of...
I just quit. You like me when I quit at life, Papa? Papa didn't raise no quitter. Papa didn't raise no quitter. See, I'm not quitting. Papa didn't raise no quitter. I refuse to quit. I feel very dispirited right now, but I'm not going to quit.
Hands up, Shit Pancake.
I'm not on a roller coaster, Papa. Except for my life. My life is one giant roller coaster. I don't know what's going to happen from moment to moment. Oh,
I like how his big getaway is to just walk a couple inches away at first.
Why? Anyway.
And he completely missed Jane.
That's good. You know what, Jane? You can squish it. We love Jane.
Even though we both squished Jane recently.
We have squished
Yours was the worst.
That was terrible.
She stepped on his tail and kicked him at the same time.
He was lying on a black bag and I couldn't see him. So I stepped on his tail and as my other foot kicks him while the one foot's on his tail. It was very sad. It wasn't none of it was hard at all, and he was totally fine. Obviously, he wasn't even that mad about it.
He doesn't look at us the same way anymore.
Lancer 737 says Shit Pancake is fantasizing about being a tiger right now.
He does watch TV.
He does. He loves watching. He loves cartoons.
What were we watching that he wouldn't stop?
Fox and the Hound. He was so into Fox and the Hound. He was just like, what is happening? He really likes cartoons. Jane Little likes action movies.
Jane Little likes Die Hard.
Han likes really loud movies. He likes...
Because he's partially deaf. That's the only thing he can hear.
He likes horror movies. He likes war movies. Yeah, he gets off on that shit. He'll sit on it. He used to, when he was younger, he never sat still anywhere for any period of time. You'd put on like a war movie and he'd just sit and just be like... the whole time. He's the best.
These cats are unique.
Better than the rest. All right. Well, I think it might be Mad Lib's time. What do you think? You think it's Mad Lib's time? Mad Lib's time. We'll find the Mad Libs. Mighty Morphin Mad Libs. Where are the Mad Libs? Where are the Mad Libs? Where are the Mad Libs?
Ich weiß nicht.
What does that mean?
I don't know in German.
That's really unhelpful. What is this doing up there?
I don't know.
Was that from today?
Yes.
Okay. At least it was from today. I feel slightly better. Knowing that it was just hastily cast aside recently and not living with us for God knows how long.
Jesse, we're not that bad.
See, the thing is, because cats, it's not that we're that bad. It's that something will get misplaced or like put somewhere for convenience, with the intention of having it put away later, and in between later and putting it somewhere for convenience, a cat gets to it.
Yeah,
and
a
then
cat
it ends
knocked
up
over a water on my computer. My trackpad doesn't work anymore.
and then that item ends up tucked away in some place you would not think to look for it. And then sometime later, you're like, oh shit, what is this spoon doing under the table? True stories.
Or where is this orange ball?
True stories from Casa Hickstone. Didn't we say we were going to name our apartment something else? We're going to call it something else?
We didn't actually think about naming
Let's
it.
name our apartment
All right.
The Bat Cave.
The
There's a little
crack
like a
cave.
basement.
What was
Oh, I used to call it, this is before you moved in though. It used to be, I think we used to call it like the Tiki Lounge or something like that. I don't know.
I think we should call it
Oh.
Loud City instead of Cloud City.
Loud City.
Yeah, because of
Because
you.
we're loud. Because of me.
Lady Loud.
Because of me. Oh no, I remember what this apartment's called. It's called the Den of Iniquity.
Oh.
Do you like that? Do you want to keep it? Or do you want to change it?
I mean, we can change it. You look heartbroken.
No, it's fine. I was just looking to where
Oh.
to, because we got a suggestion from Beth Degue. So I want to make sure I know where to put that in.
You want to know where to put in the wiener?
Exactly.
Scam.
I have lots of options. Okay. This is gonna be really weird because this is Walking Carpet, a Wookiee Speak tutorial by Han Solo. All right, so the actual noun doesn't come until much later, but we've got Beth's suggestion here. Do you want to change it from the Den of Iniquity?
We're about it later.
Okay. Refuse and suggest World Class Entertainment HQ.
I mean, I'm not opposed to that one. I'm thinking, though, we should have named the cat Sam and Dean.
Missed opportunities.
I know.
That might have been on my radar at one point.
The Winchesters.
She Pancake would have been Dean, I guess.
Shit Pancake Winchester.
I guess he would have been
Yeah.
Dean, and then because
'Cause
Jane is big in Dakotas.
Jane is a Sam.
He's more of a Sam, but not in like the whiny crying way.
Not in the psychic powers I slept with a demon way either.
Yes.
Whatever
I feel like-
other way is left.
I mean, maybe Jane is more Dean because he's more stoic.
It's true.
I feel like Mal and Jane were good choices, though.
But his name is Owen Mal. Shit Pancake.
Our next two cats can be Sam and Dean.
There's not going to be a next two cats for
When
a
Han and
long
Lando
time.
die, we'll
They
get
have
Sam
to
and
both
Dean.
be dead.
Okay, that's fine. 2 cats is a perfectly solid number of cats to have. But when we get down to 2, we can go back up to 4.
And when Chip Pancake goes, we have to never get another tuxedo cat again.
No!
Yes.
No!
Chip Pancake, I hope you live for fucking ever.
I love tuxedo kiddos.
I do too, but I feel like we want to get one that's as stupid as this. And there'll be a day when we're lying around like, I miss Chip Pancake. There's no one to knock shit off our tables anymore.
You realize we're gonna be like 50, being like, we miss you, Pancake.
Yeah, I can live with that though.
That's fine.
Oh yeah, this tail wrapped up.
I'd love for him to live that long.
I would too.
Oh, he turned into a fucking butterfly.
God damn it!
Okay, so maybe next week we'll officially name. Ooh, someone suggested Serenity. It's a good name. All right, join us on Monday to officially name our apartment. Raging
turn
Rhino
it
says,
back off.
Jesse, if you read my next comment, I'll send a super chat, as it wouldn't let me send it as a super chat. Okay, well, I read this comment, Raging Rhino, waiting for the next one. But Keely Chow says good night. Good night, Keely Chow. You're missing Mad Libs. We're getting started right now on Walking
House
Carpet.
of Shit Pancake. Toxic Masculinity.
Casa del Pancake de Mierda.
Mierda.
International House of Shit Pancakes.
I
hosp.
I hosp. You hosp. We all hosp.
We live in IHOSP. Mindless Bullshit HQ. There's that too. I think we should call it IHOSP.
I like IHOSP.
We'll talk. We'll make a decision on Monday.
We'll get a fucking flag made.
Raging Rhino says, "Cool, Karen. I see pride. I see power. I see a badass mother that won't take crap off of nobody. You piece of shit."
Yeah.
Oh, Karen. Fuck Karen. No, Keely Chow. We have to play Mad Libs first. When I said we'll talk about it on Monday, I just meant we're getting to the ending segment of the stream, and then from Monday that will be what we do on the stream is name our apartment and other things. Make the paracord bracelets and everything for what? What have I missed here? Oh God! All right, so
I like the good ducks. That's a good idea.
All right, so the way this works basically is I will let you know ahead of time which word you're getting. Oh, I can't participate because I've already looked at this. So there's going to be a lot of you in the chat. So you got to chat. You're going to get a lot of words. You're going to get a ton of words. So
all right, well, let's get this one rolling.
And you guys have an adjective first. A super chat will supersede any other suggestions, which is why Wiener is already in here. If it doesn't fit for the first suggestion, we will find a place to make it fit.
We'll make your wiener fit. Don't
make
worry,
your wiener
folks.
fit, no matter what. All right, so Jeff, you're gonna start us off with a part of the body. Tooth. Beth, to you, I was celebrating the holiday on Monday. That's where I was.
I forgot you didn't do a show.
Salvador says, "Make it fit." Sounds like prom. Oh,
hey,
Salvador,
what's up, dude?
Cool. All right, moist. Toxic masculinity butthole is not an adjective.
It's a part
Moist
of the body. They're
is.
suggesting it. I want to change mine to butthole.
You can't.
All right, Karen.
Shut up. Raging Rhino says, "Thank you. Thank you, Raging Rhino. You are the best."
I like musical Jessie. She's fun.
Whee!
In Italian.
Thank you. Thank you for your piece of shit chat. Clammy, cruel. I'll go with. I'll take Amber's. I'll go with moist. All right.
Flatulent.
Chat, get me an adverb. So that's usually a blankly word. I'll change some of your adjectives if I can. Like sloppy, you can make it sloppily.
What does Jeff have?
Jeff has as a verb.
A verb.
So adverbs from the chat, please. Since it's just the two of you guys, I'm going to take the first suggestions that I get from the chat. So
verb. An action word. Trip. Scamper.
All right. Verily. Ghastly, hastily, quickly, strongly.
Gassy. Gasoline.
I'm going to go strongly. All right. Thank you, chat, for the adverb. You guys are going to get a verb next. So verb me up.
Really? Verb me up?
Verb me up.
People don't put beam me up, then I'm pissed. Anyway, what's my word?
You get a silly word. So you get to make up anything.
Hassenpfeffer.
That's a real word.
Rabbit in German. Okay.
That's also the technical term for rabbit meat.
Spurdunkery. Spurdunkery. There we go.
Spurdunkery.
Yeah, spurdunkery.
Dunkerguri.
Guri. Yuri Gagarin.
Spurdunkerguri.
There you go.
That's good enough.
Yeah.
Spurdunkerguri. Okay. Cool. Verb copulating. Let's see. Copulate, flatten,
Pounding.
pound.
Skeetolicious.
Not a verb. Strap.
Because of the implication.
Slam Peg.
Yeah, Peg. Do Peg.
Okay. Peg it is, especially since Keely Chow stayed up for us.
Yeah.
Oh, God. All right. Chat, you guys get a plural part of the body.
What does
So
Jeff
Jeff gets a plural noun.
get? Visors. What?
Just funny. All right. Part of the body, chat, plural, if you please. Oh my God. Embezzle was a good word too.
Ooh.
Thanks, old school Jeremy. Had to get in earlier. Waist holes. Thank you, toxic masculinity. Pubes, nipples.
Oh,
I'm going nipples
why not hair pie?
because gross. All right, Jeff, another silly word.
Well, I'm not reading. I wasn't reading. I'm staring at the thing, honestly.
Okay.
Librarianation.
Stop making them sound like real words.
Fine. Dingledork.
Dingle dork, you got it.
I thought librarianation sounded way cooler, though. I'm going to do something called librarianation.
It doesn't sound like a silly word. It just sounds like a made-up word. They're not the same.
Hey, I'm enjoying it.
It's not that silly.
You know what's a silly word? Shit pancake.
Pancake! All right. Oh, I was supposed to ask the chat for an adjective.
Scrotum is an adjective, right?
No.
The scrotum 4. The scrotum Spider-Man. The scrotum Hulk.
Adjective. And you know what? You guys actually no, you're getting that one next. Yeah. Adjectives. And Jeff has a part of the body, plural.
Buttholes. No, assholes. Assholes. You plant your assholes on this channel.
Yeah, plant your assholes and enjoy the ride.
Swollen.
Chesticles swollen. There you go. Hi, Ian Slater. Welcome. You're in time for this. We'll take swollen. That's good. That's solid. All right, chat. You're gonna get a silly word.
I will put this on screen. It's so funny.
That's what I'm gonna say to you.
Shut up, Gigantor,
All the
and
time.
amuse me with your tiny fishing rod.
Oh, shit, Pancake's gonna say that to you, and it's shit. Oh no, Jane should say it in his little Jane voice. Shut up, Gigantor, and amuse me with your tiny fishing rod.
Okay.
This is better when he says it on Shapigi. All right, so you guys get a silly word. So make up.
Ski-delicious.
Ski-delicious is a thing. Just Gurglomic. Gurglomic.
Gurglomic?
Gurglomic. Party boo!
Yeah, use party boob.
No.
Gurglomic, then.
Gurglomic is good. Waka waka.
Gurglomic.
You like Gurglomic, huh?
Gurglomic.
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 It's 2 for party boob. Gurglomic, I guess. I mean, realistically, you have 3 choices of Ski-delicious, Gurglomic, or Waka Waka.
Or party boob, I
Or-
guess.
Or Shoggy.
Shuggingin.
Boo Boo Kitty Fuck! Yeah! You know what movie that's from?
What? Sounds familiar, but I don't remember. What?
Jason Buster.
All right. Ow. My arm's full now. Yes.
What about them?
I'll use party boob
You're using party boob. Why not Gurglomic?
because you liked party boob, and 2 people suggested it. So 2 people also like party boob. All right, chat. You're gonna finish me off with an adjective.
What do I have?
And you have a noun.
A person, place, or a thing. Let's keep it with Star Wars themed. Battle droid.
Okay.
What, did I stumble upon something good?
Not really.
Well, fuck you too, then.
Zach Blackfire says party boob is the 3rd best boob. Is right and left the numbers 1 and 2?
Zach Blackfire knows what's up.
All right, we got Crimson.
Slovenly.
Slovenly. That's a good word.
Shit, Pancake, what are you doing? Uh-oh.
Did they break it?
No. Just Spush has moved.
Spush.
He's just like, he looks
Spush.
like a drunk person.
Spush. 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 Spush.
Thermal power.
Spush. That's my cat for you. Grovelingly.
Succulent.
Cruelty.
Delicious.
Cruel it would be. Flippant. Broadmeister says side boob is good boob. Succulent. Let's go with succulent. Thanks, Amber. Amber Phoenix Fire has been on fire with the suggestions.
You really just said that.
I didn't even think of her name. I just knew she was on fire with the suggestions. I didn't do it on purpose. Leave me alone. All right. Walking carpet. A Wookiee speak tutorial by Han Solo. You ready for this?
As ready as I'll ever be there, Captain.
For
I'm the captain now.
someone not fluent in Shriwook, Chewbacca's native tooth, it can be nearly impossible to understand what that moist fuzzball is trying to trip. Here are some phrases that Chewbacca uses strongly. Sperdunkery. When Chewbacca growls sperdunkery, he's not happy. Peg cautiously. Maybe that's why he's not happy. Especially if he's just lost a game of visors. He just might rip your nipples off. Dingle dork. When Chewbacca softly purrs, dingle dork. It means he's feeling as swolly as a clam or as snug as a wiener in a rug. This is swollen as a clam. I can't read. Swolly.
Snug as a wiener in a rug.
Snug as a wiener in a rug.
Well,
thanks, Beth.
It's as good as wiener warmer.
He'll often do this when you're scratching behind his assholes. Apparently he's got more than one.
I believe Chewbacca has two assholes.
Oh, God. Party boom! When Chewbacca chuckles, party boom! It means he's laughing. Sometimes that fuzz battle droid even laughs at me. Whenever that happens, I get about as angry as a succulent Wookiee.
Wow.
So we're going to finish off the night with one from Mad Libs After Dark. I'll play this one with you guys since I can do that.
Pornographically.
Yes,
That'll
so
be my adjective.
thank you.
You're welcome.
That's an adverb.
That's what I meant. Adverb. Pornographically.
All right, so same rules. Last time we had SmackDown. She had the beauty of John Cena and the curves of The Rock.
So ugly
God.
bitch.
Tonight we've got glamming it up. All right, so you guys are gonna start with an adjective. That's what you guys got first. Jeff, why don't you start with a person in the room? So me, you, the cats, or anyone in the chat.
Lando.
All right.
Han.
I also have a person in the room, so I'm gonna go with Shit Pancake. Shit Pancake. And chat has an adjective. I thought she said fetus fire. Amber fetus fire. Phoenix fire. Fabulous.
It's
All right.
like, you know what a fetus fire reminds me of?
I'm taking fabulous from James Baker because I dig it. What is a fetus?
Plumpkin. Reminds me of that video we watched about the lady that sneezed as she bent over.
God. Adverb next from y'all bitches. Gentleman's sausage, says Beth Dagu. So I got
Top gear.
noun.
You didn't even look what you put on the screen.
Whoops. All right. Next noun I got gentleman's sausage. All right. You guys are going to get an adverb next, chat. An adverb for you. Jeff, you have a plural noun.
What's the word I'm looking for? Pliers.
Pliers. I have a place. I'm going to go with hell. It's a
Oh,
nice
so where we
place.
live.
Yeah. Anally.
Yeah, anally.
Oh, Phoenix fire for the win. Doxy Mama has drunkenly, though.
Can you do a hyphenated drunkenly anally word?
No.
Drunk anally. It's a new word.
No.
You can get drunk anally.
No.
You can, though.
What do you think? Drunkenly or anally?
I'm
You're
12
picking
mentally. I'm going to say
Okay,
anally.
Anally. Okay. All All right. Chat, you guys are going to plural part of the body next. Have fun. Jeff, you have an adjective.
Let's see. Pornographically.
It's just pornographic.
All right.
Pornographically is the adverb.
Yeah, pornographic.
Right. Pornographic.
What porn?
Adjective. Super gay.
That's your.
No, he's not allowed to say that anymore. Remember. So let's go with retarded.
Ah! Can't say that anymore. Let me pick something else.
I love retarded.
Don't say that.
Okay, part of the body: balls, big toes, lymph nodes, shit ribs.
What's a shit rib? I mean, I know what it is, but I've never heard that phrase used.
Glue sacks? Wait, do humans still have those? What? Hair. Are we being 12? We're going to go with balls.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking of that one. James Baker's happy.
We'll take James Baker. We'll go with balls.
We'll take James Baker's balls.
We'll take James Baker's balls.
Sorry, bro.
All right, guys, you get a color next. Chat, a color, please.
Is mayonnaise a color?
Jeff, you get a celebrity.
Ooh.
Shit pancake.
Shit pancake is not a celebrity.
Yeah, I am in my own mind.
We all are shit pancake.
Yes, but I am in your mind too.
No, it's a celebrity.
I'm the star of your life.
No.
I am the centerpiece of your life.
No.
I'm the meaning for your existence.
No.
Yes, I am.
No.
You can't say that.
I did.
I decided that I was, so it's true.
You're a cat. You don't get to decide
I
that.
decide things.
You're wrong.
My job is deciding things.
You're fired.
You
You're a
can't fire
terrible
me.
scientist. You didn't even do your job.
I took a day off.
Yeah, forever.
I did extra experimentation the day before my mom threw me in the shower, so I'm allowed to take a day off.
Fine. Shit, pancake. A celebrity. How about Gary Coleman?
Okay.
Now the world don't move
Gary Coleman it is.
to the beat of just one.
All right, I get a noun. So, retard.
Do it.
Should I?
Yeah, fuck it.
Why not? Retard. All right, we've got lavender, yellow, lobster red, green. There's pussy pink up here.
Let's see pink.
From Amber Phoenix Fire. Periwinkle, indigo. Fulligan? Is that a color? I don't believe that. Tennis ball, yellow. Violet. Baboon bottom, red. Pale biscuit. Oh, poor
Shit, muckle done. What?
Fourth row down, I'm going to go with pale biscuit. That's a very descriptive. And it makes me think of Dion's Special Horse Little Biscuit.
Is he pale?
Maybe.
He's a
All
pale
right,
rider?
chat, you guys get a number.
Mauve.
Except talks about something he actually said mauve.
Mauve. Mauve de douche.
Let's paint our house mauve.
Oh, and it's un conditioner to be not hair to have.
Let's paint our cat mauve.
Oh, oui.
Oui. All right, number.
Pancake.
Oh, look, they're suggesting 49 or 62. I'm so surprised.
Really? 49 or 62?
42 or 69. I am not dyslexic and totally surprised. Okay, Jeff, plural part of the body, please.
Kidneys. I think Gary Coleman had a kidney issue. That's why he was so short.
Okay.
What?
6,350.
50-11.
I like that. Split Seconds gave us 666. That's good. And I get a part of the body as well. I'm going to say nose hair. Just one.
1 jillion.
1 jillion.
I think you should go 50-11.
I'm feeling 50-11. 50, especially because you know what? Toxic masculinity finally got the right part of speech. So.
Yeah.
All right, chat, you're going to give us a type of food next. Jeff, you get an adjective. James Baker said 420. Going Big or Go Home said 357. Go figure.
Frothy.
Frothy. I get a noun. Fuckstick.
Fuckstick.
Yeah, it's a noun. Refers to, shit pancake when he's acting normal or not.
Yeah.
So whatever you want.
I'm glad that you use the same word to describe me
Yeah.
and shit pancake.
All right. Po' boy, couscous, escargot.
Po' boys are delicious.
Po' boys are delicious. Couscous is just funny. pie. Ooh. Should we go in honor of Ethan?
Yeah. We want to show you something while you're on there. Since we're proper word pie.
Frog legs. Should I go with pie?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Jeff, you also get a type of food. Prairie oyster. We should have gone with prairie oyster.
Is that it?
Same as Rocky Mountain oyster.
Oh, okay.
Or calf fries.
Yeah, we learned that the hard way.
Fish balls.
So this was a real T-shirt the Rock used to have.
No, we will
Those
not.
who are wondering what it says.
There'll be no poontang pie. All right, Jeff,
will
you
be.
get a type of food as well. If you're stuck, the chat's got a lot of suggestions for
types
you.
of like I'm gonna have trouble coming up with a type of food.
Do you like to eat or something?
What?
So do you like to eat or something?
Apples and bananas. That's why I date you.
I love you.
Have I finally reached someone with my level of depravity?
And retardation.
Retarded.
Retardation.
Cookie dough. Something I almost bought us the other night when I went grocery shopping.
Bro, that frozen stuff?
Yeah.
Dude.
But they didn't have mochi either, so I just got us pints of ice cream, which was a good choice, I thought.
Yeah, but cookie dough, bro.
Do you want me to get that next time?
Maybe.
I mean, go tomorrow.
Chat, you're going to finish us off with an adjective. And
Well,
I also get an adjective.
By the way, Ben & Jerry's has the best vanilla ice cream.
Okay.
It's fantastic. Anyway, I have one more word.
Wait, you got Briars for the vanilla.
No, but I meant like, the cone one that you had, the American
Oh, yeah,
Dream.
the
and their
vanilla in it.
their vanilla-based
Yeah.
ice creams are the best.
I think we should have gone with shrimp.
Shrimp!
Shrimp. Keely Chow even put forth that. Okay, so adjectives from the chat. Yeah, that's going to be your last word. And I have an adjective. And I'm going to go with smelly. Sure. Trite. Good one. Leaking.
So while Jesse writes in the words, I guess I'll talk.
Well, I got to
about
pick an
it.
adjective
Oh,
too.
an adjective.
So, bedraggled. Ooh, another good one. Trite, drippy, stinky, oozing. Tacos is not an adjective. It's still not food.
Was that two stinkies?
What do you think?
Was it two stinkies?
No, I think just one stinky, oozing, stinky, trite, leaking. Yep, drippy,
Horny.
creamy, pokey. The gangrenous. Fuck-tarded. Maybe we should keep with the theme and go fuck-tarded. All right, fuck-tarded it is, and I'm just plugging these in. So if you would be so kind as to
Plug it in the wiener talk.
plug it in the wiener talk.
Oh my god, I do love the Mad Libs. It's something we do exclusively here on Mindless Entertainment. If we bring back mindless bullshit, are we going to play Mad Libs or are we going to keep that a nighttime thing?
I don't mind doing that on mindless bullshit too.
Do you like mindless bullshit?
Mindless bullshit's
That's
good.
our
We're bringing
shit.
it back.
This is like a mindless
It really is,
bullshit
basically. Basically, we'll bring back mindless bullshit when the shit's all over and we're not streaming together every night. So
Yeah, because she streams, you stream what, 2 hours a day probably?
yeah,
And then I do the shows and then I do yours with you.
yar.
We stream a lot.
We do. Oh God.
We got a lot of people that want to watch us, so
Oh
we're very
God.
fortunate.
Oh,
Would
God.
Karen be an adjective, noun, verb, or an expletive?
Yes.
Expletive.
All the above.
Karen!
It's a noun too, because remember it's the N word.
Oh, yeah. A person, place, or ting.
Teen, you say?
Ting, I say.
Oh
Expletive, you're dealing with one. I agree with that.
God.
I knew one lady named Karen. She was super nice to me.
Oh
Other than that.
God. Oh my God.
Oh, God, I can't wait.
Oh my God.
So, folks in the chat, have you noticed the poster behind my head matches Jesse's shirt?
Oh God! Oh, this is great. Yeah, no one. I wonder if anyone knows what this is. This is great. If you don't, oh God! Oh God!
Zachariah 315 knows.
Oh, there you go. Best tickets that I do
knows as
now.
well.
Yeah, look this up. Look up the web series Comment if you haven't. If you weren't familiar with it before, you won't be disappointed, especially if you like Alan Tudyk, which I do.
I'd like to say this week feels empty without a new episode of The Rookie.
I know. Next week, though.
Better.
I do love that show. Oh my god.
Is it almost time? What's the time? Time. Let's see.
Terrible.
People are talking about cardio testicles or heart balls. Talk about a useless body part. If your heart had testicles, what would that do? What?
Where did your heart ball? What?
People were talking about cardio testicles. Doxy Mama calls them heart balls, and I was just having a visual of your heart with a set of testicles.
Cardio testicles? Masculine heart balls? What?
Yeah, it's right in front of you.
Cardio? What the fuck are cardio testicles?
Ask toxic masculinity or Doxy Mama with her heart balls.
Okay.
Can women have heart testicles?
Maybe?
Don't try to look so innocent, shit pancake.
God, are you guys ready for glamming it up?
Yeah.
I don't think you are. I don't think anyone's.
You don't think I'm ready for this, Jelly?
All right, Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Beyonce. That's what my mom always calls her. Beyonce.
Beyonce?
Beyonce. She doesn't say it like that. She just calls her Beyonce.
Look, she's not bouncy. Well, she is.
She's Beyonce's bae. Ugh. Okay.
I've
Glamming it
never
up. Ready?
talked like that.
Lando had been looking forward to her first date with Pancake all week.
Oh,
Lando's a woman now.
this is the story of two cats meeting.
He was a fabulous catch. He had his own business importing. See, I told you he has a job. Guess what he does for a living?
What does he do for a living?
Importing rare fossilized pliers from remote locations in hell. It sounds like my job. I go to hell and I get fossilized pliers. I bring it back.
Can you stay for a while?
I feel like if Pancake knew how to go to hell, that's what he would get. He would be like, I brought back this fossilized plier for you. It looked nice. I thought you should have it. Here you go.
Didn't you bring back something valuable, shit pancake, so we can move out of this apartment?
No, I bring back fossilized pliers from hell. Hi, Mando Mark. We're just in the midst of our Matlin. Oh, God.
I feel like we've drank a lot tonight. We haven't had a sip of anything.
He had to be anally successful. I think that's how easy's chat is what got us drunk anyway. We just got drunk off the super chat. There you go. I didn't even need the booze. He had to be anally successful. Because he drove a pornographic sports car and lived in a huge brick gentleman sausage in an upscale retarded neighborhood. That is how you would be anally successful.
In an upscale retarded neighborhood.
If you were anally successful, you would drive a pornographic car and live in a gentleman's sausage.
It sounds like this. Is this a deleted scene from Yellow Submarine?
Maybe. Oh, God. To top it off, his balls were as finely chiseled as Gary Coleman's. That's what I think about fine testicles.
You think of Gary Coleman. Gary Coleman's high-quality testicles available at your Uncle Ralph's.
Oh, God. She grabbed her favorite low-cut retard from the closet.
Oh, my God.
It really brought out the pale biscuit in her kidneys. It's funny because Lando has bladder problems, so his kidneys are probably fucked up. Oh, it's so autobiographical. Even better, it accented her ample nose hair. I've never noticed Lando's nose hair before. She grabbed a pair of 50 11-inch stiletto pumps. It accessorized the outfit with a simple frothy pendant and an oversized pair of fuckstick-shaped earrings. You know, for the anal lifestyle.
Yeah, you live in a retarded upscale neighborhood.
Lando's getting ready for his date. Oh, he's prowling for pussy. To make sure she got all his senses tingling, she sprayed on her best pie-scented perfume. What is she going after, Ethan?
Yeah.
And
he's a successful man.
And used some cookie dough flavored breath freshener.
Now you got me hooked.
You're as smelly as you'll ever be, she thought. Now get out there and knock him fucktarded.
Is that what you and Hadass talked about when you picked out that dress to go on the first day?
Yes, how can I knock him fucktarded?
Yeah.
I wonder if his balls are as chiseled as Gary Coleman's.
You had seen my balls multiple times at that point.
Oh, God. Oh,
you didn't know about
God.
Gary Coleman's, though. Jury's out.
I still don't know about Gary
Well, he's
Coleman's.
dead, so I don't think his balls even exist anymore.
Wonder if there's any photographic evidence that they ever did.
I don't want photographic evidence of Gary Coleman's balls.
Strike those questions. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to learn, or sorry, Monday.
We should stream tomorrow.
Maybe. We'll see. You might get a bonus stream. That'll be weird.
Both stream tomorrow.
At the same time.
I have a plan.
Oh God. All right. Well, tune in tomorrow. I guess maybe. Possibly not. That part about nose hair gave me
Bobo. It's an anime. Who's got fucking fighting nose hairs? We used to watch that shit in college. It was so fuck-hearted.
Well, next time we do Mad Libs on this channel, we'll find out what not to ask on your first date. And join us Monday when we name our apartment with your help.
I got something. Before we go, we should have a little teaser for the chat. What's something you should not ask on a first date? I'll go first.
Okay.
Do you have a bleached asshole? If I would have asked you that in Vegas, would you have still dated me?
Honestly, probably.
You would have just laughed.
I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
You saw it earlier.
Okay, here's one. Are you willing to pay for my cocaine habit? If I'd asked you that in Vegas, would you still have gone out with me?
You would have never saw me again. Can I kidnap you? No, I'm sorry.
No, thank you. Imagine if I'd already asked you if you're willing to pay for my cocaine habit, and then I was like, I'm kidnapping you. That just gets a whole lot scarier.
You might not have survived. Because I would have fought my way out of this big-ass apartment complex.
Yeah, so big. Do you toss salad as well as your father?
Jesus Christ!
Toxic masculinity for the win, man. Are they real?
Wait, I think Zach Blackfire knows what show I'm talking about.
Bo.
Oh, he's talking about Bobo. I thought he was talking about my question.
Okay. Yeah. So, how do you like my trunk? All right. Well, we're gonna get yours before we on the next stream. Before we get into that super chat, we'll get your suggestions for the worst things to ask on a first date, and then we'll learn with our collective input what that actually is. And but now it is time for us to do that creepy weird thing that we do, and sign off and say goodnight to everyone. Enjoy the weekend. If you're weekending,
come back join me on my channel.
Oh yeah, come join.
I got a live Lucasfilm, a former Lucasfilm employee.
Yep, former Lucasfilm employee.
Jesse's met the guy.
Yeah, that's cool. He does exist, and it's gonna be a really great stream. So come check it out on World Class Bullshitters on Saturday at you're doing it what?
At 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 Pacific.
7 Eastern or Pacific.
4 Pacific. Yeah.
All right. So and then come back here and watch other stuff and press the like button. And tomorrow I'm trying to get you guys the Carol Baskin video. So I know that some of you did contribute. If you haven't contributed, send a landscaped
high definition.
You can video of yourself blaming something on Carol Baskin, on that bitch Carol Baskin, and send it to me.milesentertainment@gmail.com. So yep, I may delay the video a little bit just in case. I may reach out to a few other people and see if they can shoot me something quickly, but maybe not. Maybe I'll just,
you should ask your friends.
Take it and have it go. Oh, I should.
But have him put like a teddy bear in frame.
He put himself in frame. He doesn't care. All right, but thank you guys for being here. It's been truly our pleasure.
Always is.
It's so much pleasure. Thank you for all the impressions of the like button. Thank you for the watching. And now, and thus with a kiss, we die. That's from me. You ready?